Unraveling the Brain's Knots, Nature's Algorithm for Simplifying Complex Data in a Moment of Sheer Brilliance, or perhaps just too much caffeine. Kensuke Yoshida and Taro Toyoizumi from RIKEN have cracked the code of how brains, particularly those of our tiny fruit fly friends, simplify complex information. Their paper, A Biological Model of Nonlinear Dimensionality Reduction, published on February 5, 2025, in Science Advances, could transform how we approach data processing both in neuroscience and artificial intelligence. Imagine, if you will, a room full of tangled strings, each representing a complex input of sensory data reaching your brain. Now, the challenge is to transform this mess into neatly organized bundles, separating distinct sounds, smells, or objects so that your brain can understand what's going on. Essentially, Yoshida and Toyoizumi have discovered a biological magic trick for doing precisely that, inspired by the humble Drosophila, also known as the fruit fly. What these researchers have done is akin to giving the brain a new kind of GPS, allowing it to map complex input data onto simpler, manageable forms. The inspiration? An algorithm called t-SNE, T-distributed stochastic neighbor embedding, which is widely used in data science, but hadn't found a friend in biological circuits until now. Using a straightforward 3-layer feed-forward network that mimics the Drosophila's olfactory circuit, the researchers have created a Hebbian t-SNE. This algorithm can transform high-dimensional sensory chaos into low-dimensional clarity, allowing the brain to process the information more efficiently. It works by comparing data at neighboring time points, and using a 3-factor Hebbian plasticity learning rule, which sounds fancy but essentially means the brain can adapt its connections based on experience to untangle the sensory mess. The magic doesn't stop there. This clever algorithm also makes the brain capable of learning associations between sensory inputs and rewards, effectively teaching it to generalize this information to unsolved puzzles, a truly fly feat. Tackling challenges and sizing opportunities. While this biological hack is extraordinary, it's not without hurdles. One challenge is ensuring that enough neural elbow room exists in those middle layers to distinguish between similar patterns. Too cramped, and it all ends in a garbled mess. Too sparse, and efficiency flies out the window. Yet, at the perfect balance, the results mimic how effectively flies learn. Furthermore, the researchers suggest future experiments to validate these neuron innovations. Could similar learning rules be implemented in other, more complex circuits, like our very own brains? Only time and a little bit of scientific elbow grease will tell. Gazing into the scientific crystal ball, if realized in practice, this research could lead to a neurotech revolution, providing groundbreaking ways to improve machine learning algorithms by making them more human, or fly, brain-like. This could impact everything from enhanced AI for medical diagnostics to revolutionary learning methods for robotics. So, the next time you see a fruit fly buzzing around, remember that it may just be carrying a secret to one of the most pressing questions in neuroscience and AI: how to make sense of the chaos of our complex world.